6 a.m. to start cooking breakfast for 8 people. Then I spend the entire day in the kitchen making this massive dinner while everyone else watches football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, stop.
Week 13 matchup for you here.
Dad and brothers like he's still a teenager living at home. I tried explaining to Mike that I was looking forward to actually resting during Christmas break, that I wanted to spend time with Tommy opening presents instead of being stuck in someone else's kitchen all day. He got this annoyed look and said I was being selfish and that family comes first. Then he dropped the bomb. He said if I didn't come with him to his
get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now on the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though,
so I went to the store and returned every single
eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone for the receiver.
Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So I was literally counting down the days. Mike's mom, Janet, just never really.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
She said I was storing things wrong. She also rewatched all the college I just watched.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4. He got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Part to check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
2 yards on a pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When you look at this Bronco defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. So
get back here.
And you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
On first down, it's Shanty. And he's going to be knocked out the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Colin Comet.
There, they will bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying.
Goal.
So that tells me that they
And Comet.
assignments down, and they're playing with extreme.
Y'all were outside. Never mind.
2nd and 9 now. This pass complete to Higgins. The gain of 5. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Ginty. And brought down, but the juke, a very nice juke. It gives him the first down yardage there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Come on. Unlock line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A little do-it-yourself run right there. And a nice gain.
I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Jen called me the next day crying, asking why I was keeping her grandchild away from family breakfast. I explained that she was welcome to come to
Check that.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Phone lit up with 42 desperate texts.
2nd and 6.
Faster than expected. I turned 52 on Tuesday. My wife Emma had been acting strange for weeks, whispering on phone calls and exchanging looks with our kids.
On play action, they'll throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. The Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Get out that ball.
First and goal, Raiders.
Ready? Focused on work. You deserve better.
We're scoreless after
All
one.
line now. Our lawyers assured me everything's airtight. Marcus leans back, laughing. You're pathetic, old man. You built all this, and now you're losing it to love. How does that feel? They all
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
The betrayal
As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
I signed every single case without trembling. Their laughter grew louder, more cruel. Emma actually laughed. Get out by Friday, she said, and don't take anything that isn't yours. I stood up, looked each of them in the eye, and smiled.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes.
My wife and children handed me divorce papers and eviction. On my birthday, my wife and children handed me divorce papers and eviction notice. At the divorce hearing, my wife's lawyer said, your client doesn't even have representation. The judge looked at me and
together.
You know those 6 shirts?
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, nice move. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Vickers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Vickers. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Able to avoid him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you got open space with big guys leading the way.
11 more on that one and another first down. Again, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Vickers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Get Stella. Let him go to the bathroom.
This drive here
Get down.
with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Get out that ball. Oh.
26 yards.
Get out that ball.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready!
They'll look to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory. So the Raiders have got it. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
16 Eagles, 19 side, 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long. Back to throw. Vickers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll have him in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Shedding through the defense. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to
Came
chase it,
down.
it's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead.
All right,
here now
Brandon,
at
thanks
10-7.
much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervous.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Vickers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on an opening drive of the 2nd half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Nine times last game.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, let's just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I just needed proof. I went to
Las
2 weeks
Vegas
later, I interviewed with their meeting. I was
now.
honest about why I
As
left.
he'll
and
kick
showed
it
them
away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
My dad will play right side. He always does. He goes out to her. I sit there for 9 yards. I at least get my number. She rolled her eyes and said, that's quickly to add on to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe that there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has that the game he expected? But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
They're set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there, he couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
My best friend got the worst move.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. On the zone read, a give to Ginty. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He said, no, where are them songs that you had with the Beatles? I know them joints making a lot of money. Paul said, look, that's a perfect example of what I was trying to tell you. When we was young, we ain't know nothing about publishing. The record label tricked us, and they own all the Beatles songs. Michael said, okay, so what you saying is you ain't got the bread to buy your songs. So I'm going to just buy the songs then. Paul said.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now.
My friend Michael Jackson.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Raiders' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's tough to win games if you go field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try to throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd down and inches. From the left side, complete. That's Higgins. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here. This is caught at the 20. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Sister-in-law refuses to call me by my real name and calls me after my husband's name. So I started calling her after my husband's name. My sister-in-law forced me.
On 4th down, Vickers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This is first and 10.
And the Las Vegas first down.
They'll look to throw.
And the Raiders.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's back to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First down, Raiders.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop. And they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them.